I'm Luke, I'm a singer in Panic Cell.
Brilliant, and so you guys have got a new album coming out soon, tell us all about that.
Yep, new album's out this week. Fire It Up, it's our third studio album, and it's great, go buy it.
You can't just say it's great.
It is.
You have to tell us more about it,
Okay,
you know, the inspiration and all of that.
It's an 11-track album. We spent a fair while writing it. We developed the sound a lot. Production is really good. We got a guy called Will Mayer to work with us on it, and Will has done. He's recently worked with Breed 77 and The Answer on their last two albums. So you know, Will really understands production. He understands songs, which is good because we like to develop the songs as much as we can, and they have developed really well on this album. Album is a little different to our last two because the way we recorded it, we took a lot more time. Whereas with the last two, we did a more traditional approach of recording kind of in a few weeks in a studio, all in a rush to get it done. This time we did it kind of in a more simplified manner. Took longer over it. I recorded the vocals in my flat over 2 weeks. You know, we all just came and hung out there and we set it all up and used like the 2 bedrooms in the flat.
That's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It just made us so much more relaxed. You know, we had just an easy time, make breakfast, just go up, you know, do some singing, go to the pub for lunch, come back, do some singing.
That's absolutely
a wonderful way of doing it. So it was a much more relaxed, just generally everything about it was a much easier and more relaxed vibe.
So do you prefer this one? I mean, is this your favourite album yet?
I'd have to say yeah. The songs are very much. They're just kind of. It's still a continuation. We haven't changed our sound or our style. We like what we do. We're not one of those bands that. We're not a scene band, so we don't move with any particular style. We just do the same thing we were doing kind of 5-10 years ago. So it's just kind of a continuation of that. Just growing the sound organically, a weird word to use, but it's just like, you know, just defining it that little bit more.
Fantastic. So, you know, I mean, we saw you guys at Hammerfest like a few weeks ago.
We had a great show.
It was awesome. I mean, you got a great reception there as well, didn't you?
We did. We were very lucky. We did as well when we played Hard Rock Hell in 2008 in the same place.
You see, I mean, that's more classic rock orientated.
Yeah, we kind of cross over pretty well into both genres. We can do the classic rock and we can do the metal. So you know, you can tailor your set a little bit to it because we have more classic rock edged songs and then we have the harder and faster stuff. So you can kind of gauge your audience a little bit more and play the right set. Tonight, you know, it's pretty brutal out there, so we'll play the heavier set. Although we were talking about sticking in a really acoustic.
Possibly not the stuff that's going on there.
It would just be different and stuff
That's
going
true.
on there. People might fancy something with a bit of singing.
That's true. And totally unrelated, but how long did it take you to grow that beard?
This beard took me 3 years to grow.
Seriously?
Yeah, it got to this length in about 3 years. It's been longer, but you know, like where it kind of breaks eventually. I had it down to about there.
That's absolutely it.
I do have a question to ask you about the beard.
It
Me and my friend.
is not the longest dangly thing in my body.
That wasn't the question. I've seen you a couple of times. I think I saw you supporting American Head Charge.
Yes.
I mean, my friend was talking and was like, does it hit you in the head when you're headbanging?
All the time.
That's what we wanted to know.
I know. I caught it in my mouth a few times while I was singing, which is quite funny. You just think it just lands in there and spit it back out.
It's a very good beard, I mean, you should be proud of it.
I am.
You really should.
Yeah.
I just don't see how you've not got annoyed and like cut it off before.
You really get used to it, honestly. I don't even notice it anymore, is it? Until it hits me in the head. It will do tonight, I'll be like, you know. The one thing I haven't perfected yet, even after all this time, is getting it to kind of whirlwind. You can do it sometimes, you can like, you know, because if if I do it right, I can actually get it to like do a little mini whirlwind around my face.
Oh, that's fantastic. It's like nipple tassels but on your face.
There you go.
Brilliant. Truly brilliant.
See, nipple tassels for me wouldn't be a good idea.
Why not? It'd be different.
I mean, I've got pretty good moves, but you know, it's just, I just don't think it'll be.
I don't know. I think it'd be different. You know, it could be like your unique selling point. Yeah, the band are performing nipple tassels. I think it'd be well worth.
I'll talk to the boys about it.
Brilliant. Well, we'll look forward to that. So, any band, dead or alive, that you could tour with, who would it be?
To be fair, we toured with most of the ones we love, so we've been really lucky. We were out with Life of Agony at the weekend, and they were just stunning. Absolutely amazing. They're one of my all-time favourite bands. We got to tour with them. Other bands that I would love to tour with, probably Metallica. Although it's been their opening act, is a pretty thankless task. You know, you tend to get bopped quite a lot. I think only Machine Head managed to get away with it.
It's worth it to be able to see them like every night for a period of time. I mean, that would be ace.
I mean, Metallica would just be an awesome band to go and support. To be honest, we supported pretty much everyone else we'd like to.
So I mean, how about the best show that you've ever played, your favourite?
The ones I remember best, we supported Disturbed at the Astoria in 2005, and the crowd were just incredible. You know, treated us like a headline band. This is Disturbed's band, Disturbed's crowd, and they were just absolutely amazing. I had a bit of a nightmare gig, or at least very much a nightmare first song, because we were all really ramped up for it already, because we knew it was going to be a great gig, sold out show, you know, and musically kind of Disturbed's fans can relate to us, so we knew it was going to be, you know, good from that point of view. Come out on stage, everyone's really pumped up, I bend down, I stand up straight, button on my shorts, pins off, and suddenly I got no support. I ended up holding my crutch for the first song. I'm trying to do some Elvis impression or something, but I'm just there grabbing hold, because otherwise it's just going to all fall down. The first song fortunately has like a minute and a half of instrumental break. That particular song we opened with a minute and a half of instrumental. So as soon as I stop singing, put the mic down, run over to our guitar tech, pointing at my crotch. And he's just like, what? He's just like, what do you want? And I just like open my hands, you can see them like too. So he just, fortunately, stands up, takes his belt off and just wraps it around me, and I'm carrying on for the rest of the gig. But apart from that, the show itself was wonderful.
Well, that kind of, you know, answers the whole most embarrassing moment while playing
that would
question
go down
as well.
well.
Yeah, no, I can imagine that must be quite bad. I mean, especially if you've got young children in the audience, I think you can get arrested for that kind of thing.
Yep.
So you're finishing? Yeah. So what about the worst moment? Where you just made a complete tit out of yourself?
That was one of them. I've fallen over on stage before, you know, just jumping around, being a bit of an idiot, spinning around, flat on my ass. That's quite funny.
Did everyone laugh at you?
Yeah, just laugh. I mean, what else can you do? Yeah, that's probably. Fortunately, I haven't done that anywhere serious like Download. I didn't. Most of the stay on my feet for both Downloads we played, so I was just like.
What's it like playing a festival like that? I mean, it must be incredible.
Awesome, absolutely immense. Yeah, we were lucky we did it in 2005 and 2007, and I'm sure we'll be doing it again. So, you know, yeah. So yeah, it's just fantastic.
And so, I mean, can you give us any gossip on what you're planning for the rest of the year, festival-wise?
We've already confirmed for one major festival.
And can you tell us what that is?
I'm hoping that everyone will find out on Monday. I think that's the next
In
thing.
that case, this won't be going on until Monday, so please tell us.
Do me a favour and just double check their website. But yeah, it's like, yeah, that's looking good.
Which festival?
Yes.
Okay.
You can
Brilliant.
read all about it.
Well, we will look forward to seeing you there. Then I think that's pretty much all we've got time for, because the leisure guard is,
Yes.
you know, the lads shouting
What's
at
a
us.
12-year-old's going to throw us out?
But thank you very, very much, and we'll look forward to seeing you tonight.
Cheers,
Ace.
ladies.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.